Shalom. Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. And shalom to the mighty AHPARYAM who are diligently waiting to Slovakia, the elements. Is that good? Alright, Slovakia. Okay, so basically, Shalom, Israel, first and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to my AHPARYAM, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this battle captivity. This is Brother Kowa coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, we're going to be going into, I wrote some stuff down. Bear with me. Bear with me. Slovakia, like damn, technical difficulties with this stuff. Slovakia for the slow start. Slovakia for the slow start, you know, elements and then technical difficulties, but basically, today's lesson, I want to go into a few lessons, but first things first, I want to go into talking about this video that I saw. I tried finding it, but I couldn't find it. I did a similar lesson yesterday on it, or maybe, yesterday, but I don't think the video is going to be uploaded on the same day. I don't think this video is going to be uploaded on the same day, but basically, when it comes to our phones are constantly being tracked, and with that, there is our phones are constantly being tracked. And the thing is about the phones is that the phones are a very important thing in people's lives. Many people need a phone for damn near everything and anything important in our lives. All right, bear with me. Matter of fact, Slovakia, I need to freaking I need to do something about this. But basically with the phones, Slovakia, there is an issue with people having an over-reliance on phones. They literally need a phone for everything. They use a phone for work. They use the phone. They keep in contact with their family. They use their phone to emails and all that stuff. Literally, most of the things that we do, also for entertainment as well. All right. So the phone has become a very important part of our lives. Did I just drop my thing? The phone has become a very important part of our lives that we have. Some of us can't live without our phones. All right. And the thing about this is that you're gonna have stuff like this that might seem like a positive, all right? And you have to really examine things like this, okay, all the time, all right? some people might say, oh yeah, of course, of course phones are a good thing. Okay, we love phones. We need the phones. All right, but then in actuality, the true meaning behind, the true use behind the phone is to track people. Okay, you have these phones that are constantly tracking people's movement, tracking our stuff, tracking our patterns, the places that we go, or even the things that we do. All right. So as a result of that, it's like you have this tool, this device that does one good thing, sure, but at the same time, there's really, you know, a sinister intention behind it. All right, where we are basically setting ourselves up to be deceived. All right, so let's get that as a matter of fact. Okay, in the scriptures. And I had a really good precept that I wanted to get, but I forgot to get it while I was coming here. Let's see, it's Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right. So this is another thing to take note of, because this is also how they're going to present the MOTB. All right. The MOTB is going to be presented as a good thing. It's going to be presented as something that you can't live without it. You need it. All right. You want it, or you might seem, oh, this is a good thing because there's good that's coming out of it. You know, people are getting healed. Oh, people are gonna. No, we don't need to worry about any old people getting sick anymore. We don't have to worry about old people. We don't need to worry about old people having their Slocky, this thing. You don't have to worry about old people having getting sick anymore, because the stuff takes preventative measures. All right, because it's constantly monitoring your stuff. But the thing is, as it constantly monitors your health, where is all that information going to? Right? And they've already done. I literally did a lesson on this. Okay, they already did. What's it called? They already exposed these cell phone providers, all right, for them tracking our cell phone usage and data, all right. They track and see all the stuff that we're doing, all right. And they claim that it's to provide better services, but we know that there's still too much negative that can come out of it. Okay, the fact of the matter is that in this society, in this kingdom, there's never any true good intentions. It's only bad intentions when it comes to these big companies or even the government. All right, with the government, they always have, we're gonna say that it's for the betterment of everybody, but in actuality, you know, that's just a front. It's a front in order to make them trust us, when in actuality we really want to backstab them. All right, and this is the reality of this kingdom. Okay, as it says in Job chapter 9 verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, I actually said that word for word. All right, like this is how this kingdom is. This is how this society is. This is how the world is right now. All right, the earth is in the hand of the wicked. You have these people that are constantly letting men pass as women to beat the fuck up, beat on women. Are in these sports. So you got these men that are literally getting paid. All right, literally getting paid, getting sponsorships, getting deals, and all this stuff to wail on women. all right? And these women are, I think there were some of them that were just dying or getting like very messed up. If they didn't die, they got very messed up, all right? Like this, that's a very concerning thing that these people are allowing this stuff to happen, all right? And also, these people, they thrive in violence. They love violence. Violence is their cover, all right? Slovakia. Let me see if I can get that. Psalm chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Alright? So yeah, violence is their cover. Violence is the thing that protects them and allows them to continue to do what they want. Alright? You don't want to see people constantly doing whatever they want. Alright? Taking advantage of people. All right, but this is the society that we're in, where you're constantly being threatened with violence if you don't comply. You're constantly being threatened with violence if you don't agree with their way of thinking. All right, and that's the thing. Like, so if you don't agree with the law, guess what's gonna happen? If you go to try to protest as a Jake, as an Israelite, all right. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna get the police on you to shoot rubber bullets at you, so that you can sit down. But I think it was on April 5th when there was a protest with primarily Edomites. Right? There was no police. There was no rubber bullets. It was a peaceful protest. But whenever it's Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, then the police are constantly shooting at us. They're constantly doing all that stuff. Even though I don't agree to protest, because protesting is just a waste of time. All right, it's like the American presidential election. That's a waste of time for you to go and to vote. All right, because voting never works. Okay, that whole election process, it never helped in the first place. Okay, because the thing is, I always refer to this, is back then with Donald Trump's first presidential election, when he went against Hillary Clinton, all right, they said that Hillary won the popular vote, meaning that the population of the American citizens that voted for Hillary rather than Trump. So it obviously goes to show that presidents are selected and not elected. All right. So yeah. So why would you go out of your way to participate in a process that you have absolutely no control over? Okay, you waste time to go vote just to have your vote not count at the end. All right, because again, like people went out to support Hillary, and she still lost. All right, but I'm pretty sure I think the last time I checked, I think Kamala Harris did lose the popular vote, but still, it doesn't change the fact that what's it called? It doesn't change the fact that it doesn't change the fact that in general, us participating in these things, it's unscriptural, because the thing is, the scriptures literally say, don't set a stranger to be your leader, or don't set a stranger to be your king. All right, so Slaki, I'm gonna actually put that on the screen. All right, because my fingers are killing me. All right, but yeah, the scriptures say don't set a stranger to be your king. We're only supposed to have an Israelite, our own race is rule over us. Okay, a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, or maybe one of the diaspora. All right, they are allowed to rule over us or to be our king. All right, and a result. And the result of this is because, and the reason for this lockdown is because oftentimes you're going to have these people that only have their own interests in mind. And on top of not saying that Israel can't be wicked, but I'm also trying to point out that they have their own people's best interests at heart. Okay, it's always how do we get Esau? How do we get other Edomites ahead? All right. How do we get other Edomites ahead while still stepping on the Israelites? All right, and they still do that to this day, where all their policies, all their laws, everything that they do, there's always some things to fuck us over while trying to mitigate problems for their people. All right, and that was the thing with what's it called? They stopped outlawing, I think, marijuana. I forgot what it was, but there was something that they stopped outlawing because it became a problem. It became a problem when the Edomites were suffering from it. So when the Edomites started to have more of it, and it started becoming a problem in their community, and that's when they want to say, okay, you know what? Let's minimize the sentence. Let's make this thing not as serious as it is, because our people are starting to suffer as a result of it. Let's actually get help for our people, all right? But not when it's a big problem for us. Whenever there's problems that specifically target so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, then they never want to go out of their way to help us. They never want to say, let's put some sort of system in place to help them. But they will put some systems in place to, once again, try to ruin us, try to destroy us. All right, that was what's it called? Planned Parenthood. I forget what's it called. The Housing Act, proper housing. I forgot the term. All right, Slovakia. I'm forgetting the names of all these stuff, but y'all, just so you understand in general, or if not, you know the names of what it is. All right. The Equal Housing Act or something like that. All right, but like the thing was that, you know, way back when, I don't know what year, but way back when, they would say that if there's a father in the house, okay, the father would be responsible for taking care of the family. But if the father wasn't making enough and couldn't make enough, he would have to leave in order for the woman to take care of the kid by herself, because that's when the government would step in to help. They would give them money. They would give the mother money because they say, okay, there's no father in the house. But when there is a father in the house, when the father actually wants to be there, all right, because he's not making enough money to take care of his people because of how the system is set up, all right, then that's when they say, okay, well, we're not going to help you, okay? We're not going to help you because there's a father in the thing, all right? But everything is set up perfectly for their Edomite counterparts, where the Edomites are always being given extra help, okay? Even I think one of the elders, I think Elder Apostle Tahar, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I think they were talking about how, you know, things are. He gave one of the agent workers a piece of his mind where he was basically saying, you know, the system is set up to fuck him over, to fuck us over, the men over. They will only help women, and it doesn't matter that a man is not making anything. They will just never give or never help a man, no matter what. All right, even if he actually genuinely needs it or he's not making enough and whatnot. Okay, it's literally just we're all on our own. Okay, and I even also heard not too long ago that in terms of the whole farming situation, all right, even so-called black farmers, all right, they were having trouble where they had to just get through it by themselves. They couldn't get any help, and you have these white farmers that are getting a whole bunch of help. They're able to make it through because of the help that they're receiving, all the things that they need. But then now that Trump is stopping that. Now that Trump is stopping that, it's like now they're on the same playing field, and now everybody's complaining, oh, Trump is a bad this, oh, Trump is a bad that. It's like I can't let go of this, all right? But yeah, so this is the wicked kingdom, all right? And what does the scripture say, as I read it so many times before? Not only is the earth given to the hand of the wicked in Job 9:24, but also when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. All right, I'll get that as well. The people when there's a wicked ruler, the wicked ruler that's gonna abuse and misuse people. All right, misuse people. All right, trying to look for his paycheck, look for a way to make everybody work for him, where he gets to sit down and enjoy his wealth, all right, while everyone else is struggling just to make ends meet, all right. And that's in Luke chapter 3 verse 8. Luke chapter 3 verse 8, where we are subject to payments, and we being not even just Israelites, but also heathens as well, and other Edomites. Okay, there are other Edomites that aren't rich, that have to struggle. All right, and their government doesn't give a damn about them. They're willing to let their own people suffer, and that's how you know that they're the wicked, because they're not helping people. They're not trying to make things right. They're not trying to fix and adjust things. They're just okay with letting people suffer. All right, and that's how. But the thing is, for us, we wouldn't let that happen. For our own people, if one of our, and this is scriptural. This is scriptural. All right, when one of our people would be visiting another land, we would ask for our brethren to house us. Okay, another brother. Would house the other. All right. We didn't have no hotels. We had other Israelites. We had Israelites that would take care of us. All right. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as we don't have we don't have a house in every city in the world, or any place that we ever decide to go to, or you don't need to buy. It's just like that was a sense of community and family. All right, because what did Yahawashi say, where he said, the saying that does my work, all right, that is my brother, my mother, and my sister. All right, it's lucky. But yeah, that's my brother, my sister, and my mother. All right, where the same people that think the same as you, that do the same as you, that see you as a family, okay, that take part in the same thing that you do, okay, that sincerity, okay, that's where we actively go out of our way to help one another. All right, and that's why there's not going to be any homelessness in the kingdom of heaven. All right, no one's going to be homeless, and everybody's going to be able to have a place to stay. If not, when they go to visit other places, I want to go visit Africa. Okay, let's just say Africa. Okay, and there's a brother living in Africa. You don't need to spend money to freaking live there. You don't need to spend money to have food. You need to spend money to I need a place to stay and whatnot. Okay, as soon as you get there, so there's a brother in Africa. Hey, you can stay with me free of charge. I'll feed you too. All right, that was how we got down in the ancient world. All right, and yet you still people think that's the thing. I'm about to rant right now. Hold on, because that's another thing where number one, that there's this homelessness problem, okay, and number two, people try to say that we are better today compared to way back when in actuality that's not true. We are way better. We were way better back then because we weren't going around. Hold on. We weren't going around. We had proper customs and culture, rules and regulations of doing so. I will say though, yes, we were going off by serving other gods, and in that sense, we were worse. Yes, but in terms of like some of our customs, like we wouldn't be allowing, we wouldn't be taking our kids to school. All right, because I think school is good, yes, obviously, but there's some bad things about it. All right, I feel like that car just looped around this place like about 3 times. It's lucky. There's a car that 3 times. Anyway, with schools, they are indoctrinating kids to act a certain way that goes against what you want to teach. Okay, they always try to teach this Edomite Eurocentric belief system rather than letting the kids grow up with their parents' philosophies, and that really creates divide. You see these children, primarily these girls, be they young at like the age of 10 or be they in college, all right, that go to school and then they follow after these different things, and then there's like a big argument, there's a big divide. They don't even want to associate with their family anymore because of that of schools indoctrinating kids to go against their families. All right. So like I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that schools are evil, and on top of that, like you should really go take your kid should you choose to take your kids to school, you should take them to like some sort of specialized school. So like, if anything, like more so like a Christian school that actually follows Christianity. Okay, because some of these Christian schools, they don't follow Christianity, all right, or something else, whatever. You get the point. And the thing about this is that for us, the thing is when we have children, we're supposed to actually talk to them. We're supposed to spend time with them, get them to learn the way we want them to think, the way they need to think, the way that they need to know. As the scriptures say, train up a child in the way that he should go, and then when he is old, he shall not depart from it. I believe I got that word for word. So yeah, like we're supposed to be teaching our children properly, teaching our children the right way to live. We're not supposed to be letting somebody else do that. That's your child. You're the one that's supposed to teach them. You're supposed to guide them. All right. But it's all too oftenly that parents have too much time, have too little time on their hands, and then they just want to relax, or at worst, they just toss an iPad at them and make them just go fuck off or something like that. They don't even spend time with the kids. They just have kids. It's because they fucked up. They made a mistake. The kids become a mistake and whatnot, rather than actively caring about the kids and taking the time to teach them and spend time with them and making them the proper children, the proper adults that you want them to be. All right. And that's a big issue. That's a big problem in Babylon, where people, they don't care about their children. They don't care to teach them. Continuing on, yeah, it's like the thing about the problem with this society is that because you are a slave And when I say slave, I mean like you are a wage slave where you have to spend so many hours working, so many hours accruing income, all right, in order to survive, all right. You don't have time to yourself, and you also don't have time for your children, right? So as a result of that, it's like, well, the schools then are the replacement, are what's taking the time to actively teach your children. The schools are the ones that are doing all the work of, oh yeah, you have to do this, you have to do that, we have to teach our children, you can believe a man can be a woman can be a man, or a woman does not have a definitive term, all right? There's no definitive term, or a woman is whatever you feel, whenever someone feels like a woman, or whenever someone feels effeminate, all right? Where a lot of truth, and even if you don't want that, it literally doesn't matter, because you're too busy with work, and these schools have been going behind people's backs to do these types of stuff, all right? Where even if you are involved in your child's life, they're going behind your back to teach them stuff. To teach them the stuff, to bring drag queens, all right, behind the schools, behind the parents' back, all right, in the school. And this is where the scriptures also say, I believe it's in Sirach chapter 9, I think, from the top. See how the world will be weaker through age. Could be wrong on that slot, but I will put it on the screen. So yeah, like there's so many things that we stuck for the rent. But yeah, there's so many things that's just wrong with the world that we can't even do anything. We can't even raise children properly. Okay, it's only through the mercy of YAHAWAH that you can have a proper child. You have a proper relationship. Even brothers in this truth that actually have children, they say how their children are kind of going against them, and they're giving them problems. All right, it's hard out there. It's truly hard. And honestly, while I do want children myself, I have to say, call Allah and YAHAWAH and His, which basically means all praise to YAHAWAH and His, that I don't have children myself, because I don't know what I would do. All right, I genuinely don't know what I would do if I had my children, coming against me like that. All right, it's very hard. It's very disheartening to hear this type of stuff. It's very disheartening, and it's a struggle. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, basically, going back. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah. Here. Slakia. This is another topic that I kind of want to briefly touch on, where you have these people. Let's use Drake for an example. All right, you have people that are kind of like dick riding Drake, but at the same time, there are people that hate on Drake. They've done a complete 180, and they call Drake this and the third. But the fact of the matter is, when you got these big public figures that people despise and hate, all right, they know that these people are bad people. They know that these people are potentially like active, like literal criminals, like doing actual crimes, and there's proof on it, and there's actual proof on it, or not even proof, but very heavy implications on it. These people, they will have people defending them. Okay, people will always defend the wicked. All right, they will justify the wicked. He that justified the wicked, and he that condemned the just. It's like you're roughly paraphrasing, all right, but that's gonna be on the screen as well. So you have these people that are constantly defending evil people, all right, and for us, you know, we are just like Yahawadah, where we have no one defending us, okay? Because the only one we need to defend us is Yahawadah, and we have to suffer for righteousness' sake, okay? 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. All right, we try our best to look after. Yahawadah is supporting us. Yahawadah says we're doing the right thing, so that he's going to protect us. He won't let these demons come after us or attack us and whatnot. Okay, we're going to keep on doing what we need to do. We're going to be keep on doing the honest work, because in that same way that Yahawadah was crucified, because he was preaching the gospel, he was preaching to our people to repent. Okay, the servant is not greater than the master. All right, so we will, if it comes to us needing to die with the truth, then so be it. As it says in Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, be thou faithful unto death, and ye shall receive a crown of life. All right, so we have to, no matter what, constantly do the right thing, do what Yahawadah told us to do. All right, and then we will have our reward. Okay, we will have a reward for our faith. In contrast, for these people that choose worldly things, for these people that choose to be demons, all right, you know, they've received their consolation in reference to Luke chapter 6, verse 24. Okay, the rich, people that rejoice, people that laugh now, okay, people that drink, that are thriving in mirth, all right, they are only receiving this temporary, and that's a temporary blessing that the Lord is gifting them with, all right. So yeah, that's basically it. I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, a ball, and shalom.